world just assumes the Lakers are going to get it in the same way Houston does. They don't. What did Minnesota do that got them this victory that most impressed you?
Well, Scott, it was everything, and I actually picked the Lakers to win this series in 7. I did not expect this to go this way. I knew the Minnesota Timberwolves were a physical, athletic team with a lot of length, but it really showed in this series, and they showed a lot of heart, and they showed that they're all in. And it started off with their two bigs, Julius Randle and Big Rudy Gobert is what I call him. I mean, he was a beast all night long. He's really been a beast, Scott, in this series. They've been trying to pick on him, but his numbers didn't show up in the first few games of this series, but his defense has been there. But tonight he attacked the offensive glass. He imposed his will in the paint. He got it done on the defensive side of things, offensively putting it back, going up strong. And Julius Randle in the fourth quarter, I mean, taking over the fourth quarter when Anthony Edwards was struggling. And speaking of Anthony Edwards, Scott, can we talk about this young man being the best young leader in the game of basketball? On the night when he struggled, trusting his teammates, and 8 assists, 11 rebounds, doing everything else that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. I'm so impressed by this Minnesota Timberwolves team, and I got to give them a lot of flowers.
Perk, you know how they do in the playoffs, right? When there's guys are sitting there in the presser and they're looking at the box score. Man, if I circle a couple of these numbers, 7 for 47 from 3 and 0 for 11 from 3 and 15. If I read you that before the game, you're saying the Timberwolves got smashed. They didn't, in large part because of Gobert. And that's a guy, Perk, that, like, people talk about this dude sometimes like he's some kind of a bum or a scrub. And I know Luka enjoyed going after him last year in the playoffs. That had to feel tremendous for him to be the guy. He had 8 dunks in this game, no one to protect the rim. I mean, as much as anything, he's the reason they won this game, is he not?
Absolutely, Scott. And look, he got his lick back, right? And look, they tried to go at him. They tried to search him out all throughout this series. And when you go and look at the numbers, the Lakers only shot like 28% against him in his one-on-one defense. He did a hell of a job on the perimeter the entire series, sliding his feet. This man is a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. Right. And I'm glad Rudy rose to the occasion on the road with a monster game tonight. I'm happy for him because he does take a lot of criticism. I've been critical of him at times, but I also respect of what he brings to the table.
The role that JJ Redick plays in this series will get a lot of scrutiny because he was all in with the starters in the game on the road over the weekend, right? They played the entire second half. And LeBron's 40 years old. He's the only 40-year-old we've ever seen play at this level, but there's only so much tread on anyone's tires. What role did Redick's plan play in what happened this evening, Perk?
Hey, I'm JJ Redick. I know basketball more than anybody in the world. I'm going to stick with this small ball lineup. No matter how big the Minnesota Timberwolves are, I'm going to do it my way because I only care about offense. Forget the fact that they have Rudy and Julius Randle has been punishing us in the paint. Jaden McDaniels has been going off in this series. I'm going to stick with a 40-year-old LeBron James playing the center position. And guess what? If Finney Smith gets in foul trouble, I'm going to go with Maxi Kleber. I'm going to bring him into the game and hope that he could go in there and mix it up. Scott, it was ridiculous. I never want to do this and blame a series on one individual, but I have to blame this series on JJ Redick because when it comes down to the postseason, as a coach, you have to make adjustments. And when you see that things aren't going as planned,
hanging with us, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about this morning. Stephen A., you know we are thick in the playoffs when Jay Will makes his long-awaited first take debut this spring. It's so great to have you. Looking sharp.
Yeah, I've been the little brother on social. You know, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
I know you. I know you.
Later on that one.
You've been,
you know I like picking fights with you. You know that's my thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what
Have
I
you
like?
been talking trash to Stephen A on social
Oh,
media?
I do it all the time. It's my little pettiness.
I don't mind. I don't mind at all. As long as people know I mean what I say instead of accusing me of being performative. But we'll deal with
Hey,
it.
do I have Big Perk?
So what?
Do I have Big Perk?
I'm sorry?
Do I have Big Perk?
Oh, Big Perk. He should be here.
Okay. So
There's no Perk right now.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, my ass. He's
He's
late.
not here?
He's late. I'll deal with him later. I'm tired of it, Big Perk. Get your behind up, big boy.
He's getting a little breakfast,
That's right.
and he'll be here with
You
us.
pay attention to everything. Huh?
Everything. Everything.
All right, let's go. How about those Minnesota Timberwolves? They were struggling to shoot, right, in Game 5, providing Los Angeles Lakers with much opportunity to stave off playoff elimination. While his teammates struggled, Rudy Gobert stepped up with a playoff career high, 27 points, 24 rebounds. Julius Randle added 23 points. Minnesota advanced in the NBA playoffs with a clinching 103-96 victory in the first-round series Wednesday night. Let's hear from the Lakers postgame. Disappointing loss.
Every season that I did not make it to the finals or did not win a championship has been a disappointment. So it'd be the same for me, you know. It'd be the same off season of disappointment and unfulfillment, you know, have an opportunity, you know, to play longer and give yourself an opportunity to play for the Larry O'Brien Trophy. So nothing changes for me.
I think I didn't play the way I should. I think as a team we didn't play the way we could. But I think congratulations to Minnesota. They played hell of a series. They were the better team, honestly.
Okay, well, here we are. Chris Canty, you
Hey
going to the
now,
party?
in the building.
Good to see
You know,
you.
I'm a
Okay, I knew
resident
today
Lakers
was going to be a
fan.
good day
Don't leave me. Don't leave
on this Friday Eve.
Damn. Held up here for like 6 seconds. I got you, bro.
Where's good to see you, big boy. Where's Big Poppy? I mean, Damian Woody. Where's Big Poppy at? 'Cause he's a Lakers fan.
He'll be here
I mean,
too.
he hiding.
Don't worry, we got a
hiding
vote for
too.
today. But I don't want to focus on that right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Stephen A., because it was Minnesota in 5. What went wrong for this LA Lakers team?
Minnesota is what went wrong. Ant-Man is what went wrong. Rudy Gobert was what went wrong. Their defense collectively is what went wrong. And the Los Angeles Lakers, there's just MIA, APBs, whatever you want to use for a whole bunch of Los Angeles Lakers. They just did, they listen, Minnesota was more physical, they're taller, they're longer, they've got more girth, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, etc. And they got up in them. And more importantly than anything else, it's rare that you see LeBron James' age get exposed to some degree. The conditioning or lack thereof of Luka got exposed because they were pressuring Luka 94 feet. They were like, we're gonna make you work. Julius Randle, you were attacking LeBron James. And LeBron James had to guard people, and they weren't hesitant to put a body on him, even though he's 260 and obviously in phenomenal shape. The bottom line is that Minnesota's like,